I bought for €100 a Lenovo ThinkCenter that we will use in our home server, as we mentioned our previous video when we created the multi-boot Ventoy, that we will slowly start to build a home lab with a home server, and we found this piece of equipment quite cheap. It came with its power supply, and the seller mentioned that it doesn't have any RAM memory. As far as the specs, it's rocking a i5 7 Gen 7500T with a clock speed of 2.7 GHz with a maximum turbo at 3.3. Of course, it's a quad core. It has a cache memory of 6 megabytes, and as for the supported RAM size is between 8 and 32 gigabytes. It's a DDR4 SDRAM non-ICC that can run from 2133 MHz to 2400 MHz. It has a M.2 of 256 gigabytes, and it has the option to increase the storage with an SSD. As for I/O, we have 3 display ports out, 4 USB ports, 1 Ethernet, and of course the power, which is this yellow USB looking thing. It's quite interesting, as well as 2 USBs in the front with a microphone jack and an earphone jack. So what we will be doing today is disassemble to look the condition inside. I already prepared and bought 2 sticks of DDR4 of, if I'm not mistaken, is 16H, so a total of 32, which is the maximum this mini PC can take. And we will go ahead and pop this out. And see what we have inside. Right, so this slides out from the front. Right, so we do have the option for the SSD here. We do have the slot. This comes right off. This is very interesting. So this will be probably, we're gonna upgrade it at a later stage, apart from non-RAM. But looking at it, don't see where the, oh, there's a pocket here. Right, so this comes off as well. Right, so we have the M.2 here. Yeah, we don't have the slot to actually put another one, but we do have the DIMMs which are empty. So I will take the RAMs that I already bought because I knew beforehand I will not have the memory. Great. Are those crucial? No, they're not. And those are running at 3200 megahertz, but I don't think we're gonna get that based on the specs. And here goes one. Thank God it's dual channel memory, so that's good. Let's open the second one. Sweet. So we have the 2 slides. Let's slide this one as well. So they are seated perfectly. Now the moment of truth, of course. I know it's powering on because before starting the video it made that noise, that beeping, that it doesn't have RAM installed. So I know it's powering, but I don't know if we get other issues. So let's find out if everything works. Okay. Power brick. And so I'm gonna pop this here. Oh, fan is spinning. Good, that's good sign. Let's hope. Okay, it's booting. That's good. Yes. So let's have a look. Alright, so the processor is the one advertised. That's good. Now we have 32 gigs of RAM. Intel HD graphics, so that's not bad. Not sure if this is a copy Windows 10 Pro. We will now move on and start with the project, and we will have Proxmox installed in this one. Let's reboot. Yep. There are a couple of things that we need to change here. Let's check on the CPU. Right, so let's enable virtualization since we're going to use Proxmox. We shall enable VTD, and I think that's about it. Security, secure boot is disabled, so that's good. Save configuration, and let's see if we're booting from the USB. And here we go with Proxmox. Boot in normal mode. Make sure you select the graphical one if you're a beginner, because otherwise you, with the second option, you're gonna have only the terminal one. So if you don't know the commands, it will actually take a while to guess it. And now we wait until it finishes. I agree. Target. And we only have one drive, so that's fine. And we can select whatever country we want. I'm gonna select mine. I'm gonna keep the keyboard in English. Of course, this is a password. Make sure it's a strong one. So let's have a proper password set up. Oops, I think I messed up. I'm not gonna use an email. Oh. Well, since it wants an email, For now, we're gonna keep the settings as default for the network. We'll probably change it later when we will have a OpenSense as well running. So hostname, right? Since it's home, let's go with home.local and install. Booting for the first time. Home login. So root as username, that's the default, and the password, the one that we created at the beginning. And it's done. Now let's switch to the web interface. I had to change the IP address because the default one was taken by a different device. So now we are able to log in. Right, so obviously username, root, password, the one that you selected or made at the beginning is the same one. Yeah, we're gonna sort that later, and there we have it. We have Proxmox installed, and we will play around with this in future videos. We will install TrueNAS. We're gonna have a OpenSense. One is gonna be on a different device, and also I'm gonna have a backup on this VM. And at a later stage, when we understand a little bit how Proxmox works, we will definitely dive deeper with more services. So this was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked what you've seen, please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what we should obviously explore next. Have a good one.